Within the next decade, the most valuable square footage in a shopping mall won't be a Gucci store or a Macy's. It will be a 350 kilowatt charging cable, and the race to own it is already getting dirty. We are witnessing the total architectural and economic collapse of the petrol station as we know it, replaced by a third space that's part luxury lounge, part office, and part power plant. This video breaks down the massive shift from splash and dash fuel stops to experiential EV hubs, looking at how the biggest names in real estate and big oil are tearing up the old playbook to keep you dwell time captive. You need to understand this because the range anxiety you've heard about for years is about to flip. Soon, it won't be the EV drivers worried about finding a plug. It'll be the petrol car owners realizing their local station has been turned into a boutique coffee shop. Stay until the end to see how your own car is about to become a pawn in the global energy grid. Let's get one thing straight as automotive enthusiasts. We've been Stockholm syndromed into thinking the petrol station experience is fine. It isn't. It's a relic of the 1920s. A grimy, loud, fume-choked necessity where you stand in the wind for 5 minutes holding a greasy handle. It is purely transactional. The business model is simple. Move cars through as fast as possible because the margin on a gallon of gas is absolute garbage. They need you in and out so the next guy can buy a pack of cigarettes. But the EV revolution is an experiential revolution, even in 2026. With 800-volt architectures and hyper-fast chargers, you're looking at a 20 to 30-minute stop. In the retail world, that is an eternity. That is dwell time. If I'm a business owner, I don't want you to leave in 4 minutes. I want you to sit down, open your laptop, and spend money. So these hubs are shifting toward a customer-centric model that resembles a premium airport lounge rather than a traditional petrol station. In our cities, the corner gas station is a dead man walking. The real estate is too expensive for a business that relies on high turnover liquid fuel. Instead, we're seeing the rise of the urban hub. Experts call this the third space. Not your home, not your office, but a high-tech hybrid in between. This is life admin integration. Imagine pulling into a hub where you don't just plug in. You check into a soundproof Zoom booth with high-speed fiber internet to knock out a client call. Or you could sweat it out at a gym pod, a private modular workout room you book via an app. You pull in, plug up your car, then hit a 20-minute squat session. Taking things a step further, you could drop your gym clothes at an automated laundromat before hitting your workout. Your laundry finishes exactly when you're done with your workout or when your car hits 80%. You head home. It turns the chore of charging into a productivity hack that saves you 2 hours at home. Now, shift your gaze to the highway rest stop. This is where the scale gets truly massive. The old school rest stop with the soggy sandwiches and the buzzing fluorescent lights is being replaced by what is called the energy resort. When you're on a 500-mile road trip, a 30-minute break isn't a nuisance. It's a biological requirement. Future highway hubs are taking inspiration from airline business lounges. Audi is already leading the charge here with its Audi charging hubs. It is building premium, reservation-only lounges with high-end catering and luxury seating. It realizes that if you're driving a 6-figure e-tron, you don't want to hang out in a parking lot behind a dumpster. And for the long haulers, we're seeing the introduction of soundproof sleeping pods, think Japanese capsule hotels, and private shower suites. You refresh the car, you refresh yourself. But it's not just for us four-wheelers. The logistics industry is the real secret engine here. Prologis, the world's largest warehouse REIT, has launched its Prologis mobility arm. It is building massive hubs specifically for heavy-duty electric trucks. Its site at the Port of Los Angeles is a beast, a 10-megawatt facility that uses the MCS megawatt charging system to juice up a semi-truck in 20 minutes. It includes dedicated driver lounges because it knows a rested driver is a safe driver. Here is the hardcore geek part of the story, the economics of the shopping mall. For decades, malls relied on anchor tenants like Macy's or Nordstrom to drive foot traffic. But those giants are stumbling. The new anchor tenant is the EV hub. Simon Property Group, the titan of American malls, is pivoting hard. It has partnered with BP Pulse to install over 900 ultra-fast charging stalls across its portfolio by late 2026. Why? Because the EV driver is the ultimate high-value customer. Data shows that EV owners generally have higher disposable income and are 61% more likely to shop where they can charge. When Simon Property Group installs a Giga Hub, it isn't just selling electricity. It is guaranteeing that a wealthy consumer will spend at least 30 minutes walking past its storefronts. The charging hub is the new magnet. You came for the electrons. You stayed for the $15 avocado toast and a new pair of sneakers. Finally, let's talk about what's happening under the pavement. These hubs aren't just sucking power from the grid, they are part of it. The most advanced hubs, like those managed by Brookfield Properties, are utilizing battery energy storage systems, or BESS, and vehicle-to-grid, or V2G tech. These hubs have massive on-site batteries that soak up cheap solar power during the day. When the grid is stressed during a heat wave, the hub can actually feed power back into the local area. Even your car becomes a tiny power plant. Through V2G, the hub might borrow 5% of your battery to help keep the mall's air conditioning running, paying you a small credit for the privilege. You're not just a driver anymore. You're a micro-utility provider. And thank the car gods, the user experience is finally getting fixed. We are moving toward ISO 15118, better known as plug and charge. Your car and the hub share a digital handshake. You don't pull out a credit card, you don't open an app, you don't fight with a broken screen. You just plug it in. The car identifies itself, the hub starts the flow, and the billing happens in the background. It is the frictionless future we were promised. We are currently living through the final days of the petrol station hegemony. As big oil companies like Shell and BP divest from thousands of their traditional sites to fund these high-tech hubs, the landscape of our roads is being permanently rewritten. We're moving to a world where fueling up is no longer a dirty 5-minute distraction, but a 30-minute lifestyle choice that dictates where you shop, where you work out, and where you sleep. But here is the controversial truth that most people aren't ready to hear. By the time this transition is complete, your car won't be a symbol of freedom. It will be a tether that forces you into specific commercial zones where every minute of your dwell time is tracked, analyzed, and monetized by the same company that's selling you the energy to leave. We haven't replaced the gas station. We've just built a more comfortable cage.